Hello my YouTube family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be quite a heartwarming one, I assume. We're going to get some messages from some past loved ones for you guys. I definitely feel like there have been some people trying to communicate with you guys and give you guys some messages. So I figured, why not do a pick a card and give you guys your messages from your loved ones, okay? Because they're adamant, they're urgent, okay? So we're going to go through the pile selection. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to pick your pile, and we're going to get into it, okay? Here we have pile number 1. Here we have pile number 2. Here we have pile number 3. Here we have pile number 4. Definitely take your time, take some deep breaths, pause the video if you need to. You can pick your pile however you please. Some people choose to randomly decide, some people intuitively decide, some use the numbers or the comment section, the timestamps in the description. I mean, whatever makes sense to you, okay? As long as you feel good about the number you choose, then have confidence that's the pile for you, all right? Let's go ahead and get into the piles. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment what other topics would you like me to talk about. All right, guys, I will see you at your pile. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your message is from your past loved one. We'll go ahead and get the message first and get into some details, okay? So your overall message is wait. So there's been something your spiritual team, your guides know that you've been asking about, know that you've been anticipating or anxious about or waiting on. And Spirit's telling you, your past loved one is telling you, please continue to wait. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Why are they telling you to wait? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. Spirit's telling you wait because some more opportunities are on the horizon. Okay, you have even more opportunities to get your cup filled up is what they're saying. So they really would love for you to wait and see where things go. Wait and see, almost be curious on how far this can go in a good way. Okay, in a good way. We have the 8 of Pentacles coming out as well. So the 8 of Pentacles can definitely be talking about them asking you to wait so you can master something. The 8 of Pentacles is about mastery. It's about studying. It's about you honing in on a certain craft or skill that you have and becoming the best at it. Okay, so this coming out with wait is definitely encouraging you. Take your time to do the things you need to do and to learn the things you need to learn so you can feel fully prepared moving forward. Okay, we do have the Queen of Swords coming out as well. So the Queen of Swords coming out underneath this Ace of Cups is telling me your past loved one is encouraging you, yes, to speak up and speak out. Yes, to speak authentically, but be careful the words that you speak because the tongue is sharp, okay? Be careful what you are speaking over your life and the lives of others because we manifest using our words as well. Okay, not just our energy, not just our thoughts, but the words that we speak mean a lot. So be intentional with the words that you are speaking. Okay, we also have the 9 of Wands out here. Beautiful. So the 9 of Wands coming out underneath this 8 of Pentacles is telling you to stay consistent with your work. Stay consistent, with these things you're trying to manifest. And like I said, the answer is wait. Your spiritual team, this past loved one specifically, they're telling you, wait on it. Just wait a bit longer. And I swear you're going to find yourself in the perfect scenario, in the perfect place at the perfect time. But they only have you waiting because they know the opportunity is still growing. There's still more to learn. There's still more for them to offer and for you to offer as well. So continue to be consistent in doing your work and doing your research and attracting the things that you're wanting to attract. All right, pawn number 1, because your past loved one, they're very proud of you and they see that you really know how to get ish done. Okay, you know how to get ish done. Look at that. We have attraction. Okay, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Although we're not only talking about love here, Spirit's telling you, you attract love and abundance and high vibrations completely naturally, okay? The only thing that you need to do not even need to do, but the only thing you need to remember, pile number one, coming straight from your past loved one, is that you attract when you are clearly being fully present in the moment. Okay, there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of, anxious, oh my God, what's coming next? What's about to happen? Should I this? Should I that? Spirit's telling you, look at that, keep an open mind, okay? Spirit's telling you to keep an open mind. Things are not going to look exactly how you want them to look all the time, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually very, very exciting, because that means not only are you still going to get what you want, but it's going to look even bigger and better than you had imagined, okay? I just had a card fall out. I thought it was done, but we'll read it. Let's see. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Like I said, we're not only talking about love here, but especially when it comes to love and abundance in frequency form and energy form. Stay positive, okay? Your positive thinking and your faith will bring you not only romance, but it will bring you a ton more abundance, a ton more opportunity if you just wait and stick with this energy. Wait and bloom and blossom and grow and flow with this energy a little bit longer, and you're going to find yourself in a way better place than you ever imagined. Okay, pawn number one. Thank you so much for watching. I know that this message found you in divine timing. So definitely make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below if you have any other questions. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number two. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and see what your past loved one has to say to you. Okay. It says, no trips without a tripper. Okay, I love this card actually. Very, very cute. And this is the overall message that's coming through for you. No trips without a tripper. Now, this can mean a couple of things. The first thing that I'm kind of picking up from this is, there's no, how can I say this, Spirit? There is no excitement. There is no adventure if you don't get up and go adventure. Does that make sense? So there's a past loved one who's telling you need to have more adventure in your life. Sorry, pile number two, not my camera died. Ooh. But anyways, yes, no trips without a tripper definitely is giving me first and foremost the energy of, how are you expecting excitement if you're not willing to go out and adventure? Okay, that's the first thing that I'm picking up. But overall, this card is kind of like a sorry, but if you don't do it, then it's not going to happen type of message. Most ego trips require some sort of ego. Okay. Strictly speaking, the tripper is not separate from the trip. Makes sense. Now, you could also be someone who dabbles in shrooms or acid, LSD, those kinds of things, hallucinogens, however you say it. And if you are someone who dabbles in those things, this is definitely telling you that either an ego death is near or has happened already, or this is telling you your next trip is likely not that you're going to go through an ego death, literally, but your next trip is going to be one that maybe is a little bit more lesson learning than, oh my God, look at this beautiful sight, Hopefully that makes sense for you, pile number two. But even if you're not someone who dabbles in those kinds of things, I do feel like Spirit's telling you, you are not separate from your reality that you're living. Okay, a spiritual guide, a past loved one turned spiritual guide is what I'm hearing. Found it very, very important to give you this message. No trips without a tripper. Okay, we have getting to know each other. Okay, so your spiritual guide, like I said, this could be a past loved one turned spiritual guide, and they're getting to know you, and they're getting to know the way that you move and the way that you make decisions. And spirits may be telling you, this loved ones may be telling you, that it's kind of funny. They're starting to notice, when you are acting out of ego, you almost remove yourself from reality. When you are not acting out of ego, pile number 2, you combine, almost intertwine and entangle yourself with the other person, the other energies that are there in that moment, at that moment. And you become part of something rather than controlling or watching something happen. Does this make sense? Okay, we have past life relationship. So past life relationship is definitely significant for you. The Spirit's definitely bringing up this ego and this ego trip and this ego death for a reason. And I think it has a lot to do with the types of bonds and relationships that you maybe are used to making versus the kind that you need to be making. Okay, we have the Fool card in the reverse coming out. So Spirit's telling me, yeah, you have not made the leaps and bounds to get to know new people and to meet new people and to find yourself in new places and new situations and scenarios. Like I said, how are you going to expect to have this excitement, this adventure, and this joy without getting up and getting out and going anywhere? Okay. Not going to happen, my love. And your spiritual team knows that. And this past loved one is trying to tell you, get up, honey. If you're looking to find some excitement, you're not going to find it in the 4 walls that you're sleeping in. Okay. Now with the Sun card coming out here, the number 19 could definitely be significant. The number 0 could also be significant. The number 10 or 100 could be as well. Okay. Okay. I am hearing for some, not all of you, an old relationship is going to resurface. And although it's going to feel good and it's going to feel warm, not all that glitters is gold. Okay. Sometimes the universe, there is a plethora of reasons why the universe may send someone back to you, back into your energy. And I'm hearing no trips without a tripper. Okay. Most ego trips require some sort of ego. So pay attention to when other people are acting out of ego, when you're acting out of ego, and what trip that's leading you down, what avenue, what road are you going down when you're acting out of ego, when you're acting out of fear, when you're acting out of pride. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups coming out here as well. So the Queen of Cups is definitely telling me here, you are not going to find yourself in a better place, having better connections, unless you deal with your ego. And by deal with your ego, I mean face your ego. I mean face yourself. Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, in the eyes, and say, these are the things that I love about me, and these are the things that I don't love about me. And just because I don't love these things about me doesn't mean I hate myself, and it doesn't mean I'm going to judge myself harshly, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to project my judgments onto other people. It means that I'm going to start to develop something new. I'm going to start to develop and start to create something out of nothing, something out of these negative things that I used to talk about. Okay. I used to talk poorly down upon when it comes to myself and when it comes to the things, the ways that I connect with people, the ways that I seek attention and I explore the world and I explore excitement in this world. Okay. With the Two of Pentacles coming out, Spirit's telling you your happiness is yours. Your happiness is your decision. But if you're constantly going back and forth and juggling what's making you happy, are you even happy at all? Are you finding any actual happiness? Okay. If you need to take that leap of faith, if you need to go on the long adventure, if you need to, go the week without eating and without water and fast healthily, okay, use your discernment here. But if you need to do these extreme things and take these extreme leaps of faith in order to get to know yourself a little bit better, you can do that. But understand, there is no trip without a tripper. There is no value in doing those things. There's no value in being anywhere with anyone at any point in time if you're not fully present in the moment, understanding what's happening and why. Okay. There's no sense in going back into the past, accepting people from the past to come back again if they've learned nothing from the experiences, and you're just going to be reliving the past? Bullshit. Okay, get it out of here. Your spiritual team and your spirit guide, this past loved one, they're really getting to know you and getting to know the ways that you process things. And through this learning, through this getting to know you, they really are encouraging you, okay, to be a bit more adventurous. Be a bit more adventurous emotionally. Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else that won't have? Yeah, I mean, they're literally telling you here, if you don't do it, if you don't take the steps to do what it is you're desiring, you're not going to get it. Okay, pile number 2. This is what I'm receiving for you. Thank you so much for watching, my love. Make sure to like, share, and comment below. I mean, literally anything. Any questions, any comments, anything would be support and would be very helpful for me. So I appreciate you. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome or welcome back. Let's go ahead and get into your message from your past loved one. Let's go ahead and shuffle this up real quick. I really do feel like your past loved one, they could have been a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo possibly. I feel like this person is very particular. They like things a certain way. They like to be represented and presented in a certain way. We have, oops, go head on, okay? And I read this as no at first. Crazy. So Spirit's saying, if you ask your spiritual team, spirit guides, a question, the answer is no. Okay, that's not for all of you, but that's for some of you here who have kind of ahead of time been like, okay, I have a question, tell me yes or no. The answer is no. Okay, Spirit's also saying with this card specifically, go ahead on, right? This is kind of talking about, at least this is what I'm getting right up front. This is talking about you, for once, pile number 3, turning off that never-ending, always on brain of yours. Okay, your spirit guide, your past loved one, knows the amount of stress that you've been under recently, and they are wanting to help you release some of the stress, okay? It says in the book, continue to act on your intention without looking back or being distracted by opposition. In the midst of nothingness, there's a sign that says, I've seen it before. Once the past is acknowledged and accepted, we can continue on the ever unfolding path in simplicity and tranquility. The powers that direct the cosmic comedy are benevolent. In this and in all, we are speaking from a spiritual, psychic perspective. We are not outlining strategies on how to attain specific goals, such as winning a game of chess. However, the spiritual and the material are always interacting with each other. Okay, Spirit's telling you there's an overwhelm of 3D. Okay, and I know that's not like what, but let me explain. There's an overwhelm of stress from this physical reality that you are feeling, and Spirit's telling you, number one, although I said turn off your mind, right? Not literally, because your physical and your spiritual bodies work in tandem in this universe. They work in harmony to create the best you, the healthiest you that you can possibly be. But every now and then it may be helpful for us to turn off the noise, the physical noise, the noise of this 3D reality. It might be easier to tune into the spiritual realm, where it's a lot more high vibrational, it's a lot calmer, it's a lot more divine. Okay, but one thing I do want to say, pile number 3, please make sure that you understand, when you are walking away from your spiritual gifts, when you walk away from the spiritual side of things, when you turn off your spiritual gifts and communications, you can turn it off like that, but it's a lot harder to turn it back on. So please, if you're needing, if you're feeling spiritual overwhelm, or if you even feel like you're, tipping into the realm of spiritual psychosis, that is not something that solely needs a spiritual remedy. Okay, you also need to take care of your physical mind and your physical states in order to have that healthy balance of mental and spiritual. Okay, pile number 3. So that's definitely what this message is heavily about, your mental state and your spiritual state, and how at the moment they may not be working together very well, but that's not where you're going to stay. Okay, that's not the energetic state you're going to stay in. We have the Six of Pentacles out here, which is a very beautiful energy because it talks about this equal give and take. It talks about this energy of giving without expectation and receiving without ego or without malice. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out right after that. So Spirit's telling me not only are you improving, you're improving here in this 3D realm, in this 3D world, especially, you know, money-wise, material-wise. That might be why you're so stressed, because a lot of your focus has been on this 3D realm, building that stability and that comfortability financially and materially, but not showing your spiritual and your mental state that same kind of love. Okay, file number 3, you got to show your mental and emotional state that same kind of love, because your ancestor, your past loved one, they are seeing the way this stress is getting to you. When you are not in this energy of equal give and take, where you're not feeling like the energy you're giving and receiving is equal and fair, and you don't feel balanced, you start to fall into these extremes. The Temperance card is out here to tell me you start to either feel completely light or completely dark. You start to either, you know, I'm working out every day for 4 hours, or I'm not working out. I don't want to work out. I'm over it. You know, you find yourself in these extremes, and that's not surprising at all, especially for someone who's having a battle between the spiritual and physical, because those are two very, very, very different realms. And the two different realms don't, how can I say this? Don't always require the same remedies. Okay, that's the best way I could put it. Your spiritual guide is definitely telling you they're happy that you have this focus on the 3D realm, but you have to pay more attention to your spiritual body. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, they're telling you physically, to be honest, in this 3D realm, when it comes to your comfortability, your stability, it's not as good as it's going to get. Definitely 1,000% not. Okay, but at the moment, it can't get any better unless your mental and spiritual state are aligned. Okay, so you're going to continue to push and push and push and push, sure, but that doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere else, because you are kind of like on burnout or near burnout, pile number 3. In this physical realm, we have the Two of Cups coming out here as well. So Spirit's telling me maybe you just need a little bit of help. Okay, maybe asking for help in this situation is a great way to stop yourself from feeling this mental and spiritual burnout and feeling this physical stress to the point of feeling mentally and spiritually depleted. Okay, love and a loving relationship, whether it be romantic or platonic, is definitely significant for you, because like I said, you're really looking for this equal exchange, and this equal exchange, not only is it possible, and I feel like it's kind of already in your energy, in your aura, in your field. You just have to be in the energy to receive it. You can't be in the energy to receive it if you're constantly in these two extreme energies. Does this make sense? You can't be completely present in the calm, in the current, whatever vibrational state it's in, if you've been consistently focused on the extreme sides of things. Hopefully this makes sense, pile number 3. Okay, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, don't tell yourself it's either this or that. Don't just accept that you can either be this or that. It's either good or bad. You're either up or down. No, okay, we have deception. There's something here in your story. There's something along your journey that has thrown you for a loop and has changed the way you perceive what you can have. It's changed your perception on your capacity, which is incorrect. You can receive and you can hold a lot more. You can be a lot more that you're giving yourself credit for, and your past loved one really wanted to come out and let you know that. And it's going to take you kind of focusing on your spiritual and mental health a little bit for you to kind of come out of this energy bigger and better. Okay? All right, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. And definitely comment below if you have any questions or need any further clarity, because I'm here to help. All right. Thank you so much again. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you picked card number 4, you were at your correct pile. Let's go ahead and see what your past loved one has to share with you. We have, someone is laughing at you. What an interesting message to get, okay? Now, okay, I know your first thought is probably like, laughing at me? Somebody laughing at me? Who in the hell is laughing at me? Okay. But I feel like I'm getting more than one message from this. Okay. Now, this could be definitely saying, okay, there's someone else who's in your energy who's almost feeling like they have a one-up on you kind of laugh, kind of like I'm better than you kind of laugh. That's for some of you here. But I also see that for some of you, use your discernment. Okay, I feel like this is literally your past loved one who's laughing at you. Okay, we have the Page of Swords here. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel like people may laugh at the way that you approach things. Aquarius energy here. People may laugh at the way that you process and the way that you perceive and the way that you do things, because it's different and it's not the way that most people would choose to do things. But it doesn't mean it doesn't work, and it doesn't mean it's not a good idea. We have 2 pages coming out telling me that someone could be a little bit younger, college age student. Could be a student. Someone could be in a new relationship, starting a new relationship soon, or just did. Sound bowls could be significant. Pigs could be significant as well. Someone could be part of the LGBTQ plus community as well. I do see that honestly, I feel like this spiritual guide, this past loved one, is very judgmental. And there's a lot of judgment coming through from them regarding a lot of the decisions that you've made. And honestly, I do see that they're not happy with a lot of the decisions that you've made, possibly regarding love, regarding new ideas that you have, regarding the way that you communicate. Like I said, it's very different. You could be a minority of some sort in some way. You could be oppressed in some way. Because I really do feel like there's a lot of judgment, and spirits acknowledging either that they're judging you for the way that you're doing things because it's not traditional, or there's people out there who are judging you for the way that you're doing things. And let me be clear and say the judgment that you may be receiving from your spiritual guides is nothing like the judgment that you may be receiving from other people. The judgment you may be receiving from other people is very low vibrational, and it's very surface level. The judgment that you're receiving from your spiritual guide and this past loved one is more like criticism, because they're almost wanting you to see and understand, Two of Swords. They want you to see and understand the difference that your approach makes. The difference that your approach makes is everything, okay? You can choose to do something in a certain way, and doing it with 100% confidence versus doing it like you know people are laughing at you brings you not only a completely different set of eyes, set of attention, but it gets you a completely different outcome than you're probably looking for, okay? Pile number 4. So please be mindful that, you're not here to please everyone. You're not here to please anyone but yourself, to be quite honest, not even your spiritual guides, okay? And I know that sounds backwards and it sounds twisted, like, what, you're telling me not to listen to my guides? But when it comes to past loved ones, people, ancestors who were once people in this lifetime, they have their own opinions. They formed their own opinions through experiences in this 3D realm that are very human-like, not as angel or deity-like. Does this make sense? I really hope I'm making sense to y'all, okay? We have new love, period. New person has stirred your romantic feelings. So like I said, new love could be significant. This could be them talking about how they don't like a new love interest, a new partner. Okay, this could be them talking about how you need to have more confidence when it comes to searching for new love or new partners and new connections. This is also talking about your mental state and how you need to have more confidence and less self-doubt and how you process things mentally, and the resilience that you have mentally, because I know that you can get through a lot because you've already been through a lot. Pile number 4. Your ancestors know you've been through a lot. This past loved one specifically is telling you, you need to use all of this bullshit that you've been through and use that as motivation, and use this as clues as to where to go. Okay? This was kind of short, but thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.